Hey everyone, here's
Hello.
Ford Lincoln Auto Amigos and the Midland Amigos in the back.
On the go.
On the go. You know, if we didn't do this while we were driving, if we just stayed at Deers, would we be on the stay?
Yeah. Because we wouldn't be going anywhere.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Started the day with the prayer breakfast at Midland College.
That was great.
Speaker was Coach Rule's father, Dennis Rule. Thought he did a good job.
Yeah, good job.
Good message.
It's a good way to start the morning.
It was, except that it was at 6:30.
It was pretty early.
So Tony was out of bed at 5:25. Didn't really like that.
Caught Fernando falling asleep at the table.
Was he falling asleep?
Yeah, he was.
No, I was not. Here's what happened. I look over. Nick, just gone.
Well, when you pray, you're supposed to close your eyes and bow your head.
We weren't praying at that moment.
Nick,
Self-prayer. Yeah.
were you dozing, Nick?
No, I was praying.
Attaboy. Good for you. Tyson, were you ever nodding?
I caught myself a couple times just staring off into space.
Do you know the bad thing about that when you're doing that? You know, a guy's sitting there and your head pops back up because it drops so fast. Then you're looking around to see if anybody saw you doing that. Or if you lay your head down and then you get up and then like slobber.
Yeah, you got the lines on your face from your phone.
Yeah. Not that that's ever happened to me, but you know,
No, of course not.
people telling me about it.
But yeah, I look over. Tyson's deep in prayer.
I thought you said
Or not
Nick.
Tyson, I'm sorry,
Oh,
Nick.
yeah, I thought it was
Nick,
Tyson.
Yeah.
Nick was deep in prayer.
The whole time.
I'm like, wow.
That's funny. Hey,
It's a
coming
good
up on
Christian man.
Backens Boulevard.
Backens, yeah.
Remember that day we
Yeah.
decided to change
That's
the name?
right.
No longer Nye Avenue,
No?
Backens Boulevard.
What was the reason behind the name change?
Because Doug Backens lives here.
Lives on this street. I'm not going to use any first names, so that nobody knew it was Doug.
Yes, they did. We talked about it.
Backens Boulevard. I don't even know which one's his.
You see Doug this morning?
Where?
He was at the prayer breakfast.
He was?
Yeah.
Sorry, Doug, didn't see you. Saw my buddy Hanno this morning. Always good to see Hanno. And then saw Kevin Earlywine, Dave Pup. Saw our friends from Gene Steffi's. A little rainy, 39 degrees. What a great day.
I don't know about that. It's pretty chilly outside.
Very chilly.
I'll show you. Oh, we passed it. One block back.
What?
One block back, one house over. That's where I stayed there one summer in college. Me and two other guys. It's kind of nice. They, you know how you see those signs in neighborhoods that said slow kids playing?
Yeah.
They
Were
had
you
a
just
sign in
looking?
front of our house that said, "Quiet, please, kids studying."
Right.
Did a lot of people honor that driving by?
Oh yeah,
That's nice of them.
yeah. Everybody likes to see kids that are committed to their studies. And you know, we didn't even have classes in the summer. We were just trying to get a head start on everything.
You know, I've always kind of wondered if your knowledge was from the classroom or your efforts outside the classroom, like studying in the summer, stuff like that.
You know, that's a good question, Nick. Glad you asked that. I like to take in real world experiences and reading. What are you looking over at me like that for?
Nothing.
You know, when you do that, it makes me feel bad because then I feel like you don't believe me.
I believe in you, Tony.
I didn't say believe in me. I said believe me.
Oh, look, they have a groomers
Oh,
right there.
yeah, there you go. Thanks, Nick. I'm not kidding you, though. When you get up that early in the morning, you get to noon and it feels like it's the end of the day. And especially when it's raining outside and you feel like it's nappy time.
It does feel like that, yeah. Oh, what a day.
Easter weekend?
Mm-hmm. Was the family coming? No, you said family wasn't coming over this weekend,
No,
right?
they're all at the other side.
Yeah.
Someday you guys will... Well, you guys probably run into that now where you... we're going to be at my girlfriend's, mom and dad's. And, or do you just both go do your own thing because you're not married yet?
We both do our own thing.
Oh, not me. We're sacrificing here and there. Go to yours one day, we'll go to mine the next.
So Tyson, you just lay down the law. This is how it's going to be.
Yeah, I guess.
You see him? He's flexing right now.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
Remember what you say she's going to have on tape, and you will never, she will
No.
never forget that.
We
30,
have this up on Facebook and YouTube, you know?
yeah. 30 years from now, she'll be going, you remember when you said, and you'll go, are you serious? Wasn't that like 30 years ago? And she's going to say, yeah, but it seems like just yesterday. I'm telling you. Don't ever say it when it's on tape. Because then you can deny. I never said that.
Brenda's watching this right now.
Who is?
Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
Hey, Brent.
I'm talking about other guys. Your husband would never say that. I'm just going by what people have told me. Did I ever tell you how much I love you, Brenda?
Is she off?
Yeah, no school today
Nice.
for Easter vacation.
Is she at school Monday or she got that on?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Yeah.
Somebody was still sleeping when I left this morning.
Isn't that nice?
That's what I was thinking. But after the Easter baskets last weekend that we gave out, I thought, man, I better go to work.
Did anyone get you an Easter basket?
No, I did not get an Easter basket. Hey, you know what did come the other day?
Brenda says, nice try.
What came the other day? My new hunting blind for turkeys.
Nice.
So you know how I told you guys I've been calling turkeys on our porch?
Yeah.
Brenda sent me a picture this morning of a turkey in our yard.
Nice.
You know, that has to make her feel good to know if someday...
You're such an avid hunter.
Let me get there.
Oh.
Someday, if we were ever stranded in the wilderness, that we could survive because of my hunting skills and turkey calling abilities, that, you know, we could live off of the land.
I don't think so. You'd be gagging if you wouldn't want to gut it.
Turkeys? Oh, I didn't say I like cleaning them. But, you know, Fernando, when you have to feed the family, you do what you got to do. I'd send Brenda out to gather wild herbs and berries while I'm out, you know, rabbit hunting or turkey hunting, or maybe grab a deer or an elk.
An elk?
Have you ever had elk?
You're gonna find an elk in North Bend.
I didn't say we'd be stranded in North Bend. Probably in the Colorado Rockies somewhere. probably have a coonskin cap.
I can see you with that.
Kind of like the new age Davy Crockett. Suppose you don't know who that is.
I know who that is.
Do you know who it is?
Yes.
You do?
Yes. He was a frontier man.
Look at you,
Yeah.
Mr. Worldly.
I know a thing or two.
You know Buffalo Bill?
I do.
What movie was that where the guy says, I know a thing or two about a thing or two? You guys know?
No.
Transformers?
I don't think I could see a Transformer saying, I know a thing or two about a thing or two. Optimus Prime? Is that what his name was?
Does this thing open in the summers?
I don't know. Used to.
I've never seen it open.
It's not far from your pad.
No, it's not. Okay.
You and some little honey could walk down here for an ice cream cone.
I don't know if I'd walk this far. It's pretty far. It's like a whole 5 blocks.
My first date with Brenda, we went and got ice cream cones. And then Brenda goes, did you smell that ice cream? It smells sour. And then I went to smell it, and she hit my cone and had ice cream in my face.
I knew she was a funny one.
Has she commented yet that that was the other way around?
No. Hey, Kirk.
Hi, Kirk. Kirk.
Kirk Brown.
Mr. Brown.
Spectrum.
You have any good first date stories, Fernando?
Oh, man.
Street clothes.
None that I can think of.
The guy who on the Valentine's giveaway said he's very romantic, and you don't have any good first date stories?
I didn't say I didn't have any good ones. I just said I can't think of any.
So they stand out in your mind, huh?
Yeah, there's been a couple.
How about you guys?
First date story?
Yeah.
We went to the movie theaters to watch the new Annabelle movie,
Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
which I'm not a real big fan of scary movies, so I don't know why.
Do you get
I agreed
scared,
to go
or-
on that.
You get scared?
I mean, I just don't really see the point of scary movies. Why wouldn't you just want to watch a comedy movie?
Okay,
Vote for yes.
Jesus.
but here's where that's smart, Tyson, because when she gets scared, what's she going to do?
Cuddle up.
Cuddle. Yeah. Oh, Tyson, protect me.
Hey, Doug. Happy Friday.
Doug Backens?
Doug Anderson.
Doug Anderson. Hi, Doug. Hope you're doing well.
I was just watching one of your videos this morning, Doug.
1079 The Bull. You know, it's always exciting when you got a celebrity watching,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But now you feel like you got to watch everything you say because they're going to be like rating you on it.
I'm kind of sitting up straighter.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. Tyson, we didn't let you finish your story about when you went to Annabelle.
No, that's about it.
That was it?
Yeah, we just watched the movie.
Was it scary?
Yeah, it was pretty scary.
That was like in the series of The Conjuring, right? Annabelle?
I believe so.
Is that the doll?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you ever think, like, what if Annabelle met, like, Chucky? You know who Chucky is?
Yeah, that'd be a dangerous duo right there.
I should probably stop talking about it. That might be $1 million idea.
Those kids could be scary. How'd you like to have them in class as a teacher? And most teachers right now are saying, I have had kids like that in class.
Or worse.
What if you had a kid in class named Fernando?
I was the best student.
Okay, here's something I get. People ask me what kind of hot sauces that you would recommend.
People have asked you that?
Yes.
Yeah, what's like a top 3?
Well, the question is, what kind of hot sauce does Fernando like on his stuff? And I go, yeah, I don't know, because I don't use it. But have you seen him put it on things? Yeah, but I don't say, hey, Fernando, what kind of hot sauce is that?
That's a good question.
If you were going to the store, which ones would you buy?
That's a good question.
I've heard Frank's is a gringo hot sauce.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy that.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Nope, definitely wouldn't buy that.
What would you buy? Sriracha?
Sriracha has good sauce, hot sauce, but you can't use it on everything. Sriracha is definitely in my cabinet.
What else is in your cabinet?
You gotta have some tapatio in there, you know?
Tapatio?
Yeah.
Where do you get that at?
The store, Walmart. You gotta have
My dad buys Tapatio by like the gallon. Or he'll get a box of like 20 of
You
them.
gotta have tapatio, you know? It's a good sauce. It's a good.
Is it really hot?
It's not too spicy.
Well, not to you. But if Tony was eating it, would my mouth be on fire?
Tony, you think ketchup spicy? Okay,
I knew you were going to say. I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. You think ketchup's hot? No.
Yes, he does.
If you were buying salsa, do you have a favorite salsa?
Oh, like freshly made salsa or like just bottled salsa?
Where are you going to buy freshly made salsa?
If you must know, Epicentro here in town sells really good salsa, freshly made.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good to know. Jose, good job.
Yeah, I don't think I
Hey, I saw Jose was the guest DJ on 105.5 this morning.
Big dog.
Yeah. He said their radio listeners percentage went way up.
As they should. I bet he's a pretty good DJ.
I bet he's funny.
Oh yeah.
That guy's been doing a workout. He was telling us about a workout he's been doing, and I was going to throw up just listening to him tell me about it.
Yeah.
That did not sound fun at all.
No, I wouldn't wake up to do that.
But when he's wearing, that Speedo this summer at the State Lakes, and we're in the big baggy ones that we can pull up over our belly, I guess it's going to be something that worked for him.
I will, Ethan. I will educate Tony on hot sauces.
You know what the DJ named his
Did
son?
you tell Ethan you're mad at him?
Oh, Ethan. Man, what happened to my shirt? I got the wrong shirt, man.
Who else joined us?
Yaelin. Hey, Yaelin.
Hey, Aileen. Aileen is our receptionist. She does a
Brenda wants me to bring some hot sauce to your guys' house.
Brenda likes that stuff. She's got queso in our fridge. It's spicy. And I didn't know that because I didn't think she'd buy real hot queso. So I take it out when I'm looking for some lunch. And I'm going to have chips and queso. And I take like 3 chips and my mouth is on fire. And I said, did you know that says hot? Yeah. I said, why'd you buy that? Because I like it. I'm like, oh my God.
See, Brenda knows the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yaelene and Jenny are watching. Hi.
Hi, Jenny.
I'll get you some good salsa, Brenda.
You bring the fire extinguisher with you.
You don't have one at home?
Do we have a fire extinguisher?
I would hope so.
I don't think we do.
Should get one. Safety, you know?
Yeah, well, if we're going to start eating tapatio or whatever it is, and
Tapatio is not that spicy.
tapatio.
It's a good everyday sauce, you know?
Did you ever see Dumb and Dumber where they put the peppers on the guy's cheeseburger when he's in the bathroom? And then they start laughing because they're thinking about what's going to happen. You ever do that? You're going to play a joke on somebody and you start laughing, anticipating what it's going to be like?
Yes.
Yep.
You more as a kid, you know, when you're a kid, you could, you know, as an adult, you get meaner so you can do it without laughing. But, well, at least Fernando can. Come by our friends at Los Mezcales and Artisan Breads, Epicentro, home of the guest DJ, 105.5. You know, Jose might get to be famous and might not know us anymore.
But then we can say that we know a famous person.
There we go, besides Doug Anderson.
That's right.
And Dennis Rule.
You know, did you read his bio that they had on the card?
Yes.
It didn't say anything about being Matt Rule's father,
No,
did it?
it did not.
So Brandon and I are sitting there. Of course, he announces that he's been at Temple, the Carolina Panthers, Nebraska. And I looked at Brandon because, I mean, we're quick like that. And I said, I think that's Matt Rule's dad. He goes, it would say it in the bio. And I go, okay. Do you think it's a coincidence that he's been everywhere Matt Rule's been? I think not.
I feel like they look similar in the face, though. You could tell.
You know what? We were back far enough I couldn't see that for sure.
Maybe I was dreaming it, so.
You could have been when you were napping.
Yeah. I like the breakfast sandwich, though.
That was good.
It's
pretty good.
Midland kind of outdid themselves there.
It
Grab two,
it
but-
didn't look very appetizing when I opened it, but it was pretty good.
I wish were those cupcake or those muffins like? Did you have a banana one? Banana bread muffin?
Tyson did, I think.
No, his was blueberry that I
Oh.
stole from him.
I didn't really like the chocolate one.
I know, sometimes I feel like it's too rich.
Too much chocolate.
Double chocolatey things.
And then when we came out this morning, my daughter Kylie is sitting in her car by my truck. Had a dentist appointment in Fremont today, no school, and she brought me a coffee.
That's nice.
Yeah, she missed her dad. She was telling me they're going to stop tonight on the way to Jonah's parents.
Where's that at?
My house? Where would she stop?
No. Jonah's parents.
St. Edward, Nebraska.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
What's that by?
I think it's over by St. Philip, St. Henry, that general area.
Nope, still lost.
Those aren't real towns. I made
Oh,
that up.
okay.
So, you know, St. Henry, St. Philip, St. Edward.
There's an alley-oop.
Can't believe you missed that.
I thought I was a hop, skip, and a jump away from North End.
Could be.
My good teammate Jeff.
Is that one of your teammates? Always fun to see teammates. Brody Johnson house.
Where's that at?
The blue one right there. The blue and white one. Yeah, you guys are probably thinking, I wish my dad made big dollars so I could have a house like that in college.
Man, we're just outing Brody like that.
Yeah. You know it's big time when you see chauffeur parking right next to the house. Midland's practice field, you know what we got going on right here? They want to turf this because it's not in good shape. Plus they play on turf, so you want to practice on turf. But they have to walk out to the game field every day, or the players have to drive out there. And if you're a player from out of town and don't have a car, either try and hitch a ride with somebody or you walk. And so Midland is trying to get this turf in. And so it's going to happen. And it's going to happen by this fall. Talking to Coach Jamrog the other day. If you'd like to help, which they could use the help, get a hold of Midland University or the football office and tell them you'd like to donate to that great cause. Any of my former teammates playing, just reach out to them, let them know that you're in. So like KT, Kevin Turner, you're the guy making the big dollars. Tony Allgood, who's old and still has to work because he can't afford not to. It's easier for you, KT, but guys, reach out, help them out. It's something that should have been done a long time ago, but it's going to save them a lot of time. I'm going to give them a great practice facility, and they're having a private invite for potential donors on Friday, April 10th, hosted by Eric Crouch and his wife, our former Heisman winner at Nebraska. And I believe it's 5 to 8 p.m., but former players, this would be a great thing to contribute to. Especially that 1987 team whose plaque is up in the football office. I saw it. And then we got former running back Tyson Denkert sitting here in the back. I think he just made a commitment. I'm not sure how much he said. I got a lot of zeros in it, but I'm not sure.
We probably shouldn't disclose it.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that.
I'd have people begging for some money that I'm just swimming in right now.
You know, isn't that fun when you can just take it home, throw it on the bed, and roll around in it for a while?
I would assume.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never had that much money.
Yeah, right, Fernando. When you put it all in gold, that's not the same. That would hurt.
I don't have Tony Allgood money.
You're lucky. 'Cause that means you're broke. You know, this all used to be open streets. You didn't have these little roundabouts. And I like it that Midland is like able to enclose this campus to make it more like a traditional campus. But there used to be a street that go down right there. There used to be parking along Beagle right here. This parking lot was not as big.
No, it looks nice.
It does look nice. And Lund Hall,
Look at that.
I knew Dr. Lund. He worked in the education office when I was here. I didn't know Atchison. Augustine Hall, I lived there one year.
That's the dorm.
Yes. When I was here, it was guys on the first floor, girls upstairs, which that was way too close for me. Wanted to be separation so I could focus on my studies. And then my friend Leonard's house right there in the yellow. Did you guys would have known Leonard. Leonard was a Midland graduate that had MS, and I brought him back to campus, and being an alumni of our fraternity, we took care of him. We helped feed him meals. I had to put him to bed at night because when he first came, he was like 225, and I was one of the only ones that could pick him up out of the wheelchair and put him in bed. We got to be great friends. He was in my wedding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And on my 50th birthday, my wife and daughters gave me an airboat ride on the Platte River. And Matt Shaw, who used to have an airboat tour business, I told Matt, I got this great friend who's quadriplegic, and he rigged a strap system in the front seat so that we could take Leonard, who'd never been on an airboat.
That's pretty cool.
Well, you know, the coolest thing that day, we were out on a sandbar, and we had just left. Some of those guys were drinking. Not me. But anyway, we leave the sandbar, and an eagle flies about 10 feet over our head. Not kidding. And Leonard's head went way back. And the next sandbar we stopped at, he said, "Did you see that eagle that flew over the boat?" And I go, "No, Leonard, I was on a different boat. I didn't see that." That was sarcasm, which was rare from me. But it was a cool day, cool moment.
I think that we have reached our time for the live today.
Fernando never wants to spend too much time with you guys, but
It's always fun.
you know Tyson, he could talk all day.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we
Thank
ended
you
up
guys
by
for
that sweet
watching.
shop
Oh,
again.
look at that, we're back.
Yeah. Well, have a good weekend. And don't forget, we got the Best of Fremont voting coming up. It's going to be starting on the 14th. And let's just say that I know from a little bird that Deers Ford is a finalist in some things. So thank you so much for that, for believing in us and voting for us. And now when that starts, you get an opportunity to vote every day. So again, we're hoping that you'll do that. We hope that you'll consider Deers Ford. We appreciate that. And we're always grateful to all of our customers and friends that stop in to see us. By the way, if you're looking for a new car or a used vehicle, or you need tires, or you need body work done, you can get that done at Deers Ford. Come and see us.
Or glasswork.
Glasswork. Really
Yeah.
good at glasswork. We're really good at all those things. And there's an enterprise at Deers too if you're looking for a rental car.
Yeah.
There you go. We'd rather sell you one. But have a great weekend. We'll
Have a
see
good
you.
one, guys.
See you
Happy
soon.
Easter weekend.
Yep.
We'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Yeah.